Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Rowe. I'm going to quickly show you how to multiply two binomials three different ways. So in case you don't like FOIL, I got two other ways that you can do it. So let's get started. Here is the binomials that we're going to multiply. So we're going to look at FOIL first. FOIL is first. Outer. Inner. And last. So we're just going to multiply those things. So first, x times x is x squared. And then we have x times -8, which is -8x. The inner terms is green line. -8 times x is -8x again. And then the last terms, that's this dark line going from -8 to -8. That is positive 64. What's going to happen when you FOIL is that these two middle terms will combine in some ways, either add or subtract, as long as all the exponents are the same, because we got a basic binomial binomial. So -8x minus 8x is -16x, and then everything else just drops down. So there you go. That's multiplying a binomial times a binomial using FOIL. All right. So what's some other methods you can use? Well, some of you will remember way back in elementary school, you learned how to multiply by lining two numbers up and using that algorithm that everybody uses. And so we can do that here. So we start off. What's -8 times -8? That's positive 64. The only difference here is you're going to have to put your signs. -8 times x. -8x. Look at that. Just like what you learned in elementary school. So then what did you do on that next level? Well, of course, you put a little placeholder right there, and then you multiply the second term by both terms in the top. So we got x times -8. That's -8x again. And for the last one, let's get a different color blue here. We got x times x, and that's going to be x squared. Look at that, folks. Line up your columns, add straight down. Just don't forget your signs. Plus 64 plus 16x, x squared. Look at that. Same exact we got last time. So there's your second method, ladies and gentlemen. And the third method. I don't know if some of you were taught lattice multiplication, but we're going to kind of use the same philosophy here. I'm going to create a box 4 by 4. I'm going to put my terms on the outside. And then I'm going to multiply box to box. X times x, x squared. X times -8, -8x. -8 times x, -8x. -8 times -8, positive 64. And if you'll remember lattice multiplication, you had to add the diagonals. The diagonals is what gave you your final answer. So the 64 has nothing with it, so we just write it down. We add this diagonal with the -8x and -8x, and we get -16x. And then the last thing, it just drops down as well because there's nothing to combine with it. And so look at that, folks. 3 different methods. Same exact answer. So we got 3 ways you can multiply 2 binomials. Pick the one you like and apply it. This is Mr. Rowe. If you have questions, ask in the teacher message or make an appointment for a help session.